Hello everybody and welcome back to the Jsocraft server. So we are here in the nether. Yes, the nether hub of the Jsocraft server. It's not much to look at. This is like the most done on it in quite a while. I know Ophir's been doing a lot of work on it before. I love the floor, by the way. Like, this design in the middle looks amazing. I love this like nether star kind of thing with the purple. It looks really good. Weird little dragon thing. But I have a huge issue with the nether hub, and I've decided that we're going to be working on this as our next project. Last episode we did a bit on our base. This episode we're going to fix the nether. I actually forgot to clean this. Sorry, GT. I said I would, so I'm going to. I'll fix that later. So, yeah, there's a whole bunch of portals around here. Our main issue with the nether hub is everything in spawn kind of has a portal sort of associated with it. This is the main one, obviously. If we go up here, there's a bunch of different pathways. Like, this leads to the iron farm, lawn and grounds base, the gold farm is up above. This here, actually, is GT's portal room, which we'll go and check out in a second. Over here is this leads up to even more portals that are up here and linked that way. Down here, this portal, which is kind of at the same level of GT's, is the Christmas Cliff portal, where our Christmas project was. So that's here. And everything is really close, so GT had to go through and kind of adjust the portal so that everything connected where it was supposed to. And that, I'm sure, was hard work. I'm also out of food. I'll have to pick some up. And then also down here, there's the one to Ophir's base. And I think that's a Skelly farm, which you can see how close it is. And then GT's is basically right here in between them, but it's up at a higher level. Yeah, so the problem is there isn't really a good way to get to all of these portals. All we have built so far is the main room, and I've kind of been thinking of how I want to design it. My problem is I'm going to be setting up a portal here as well, which is going to be at the same level of GT's portal and Christmas Cliff, but it's going to be down here at about this spot. Maybe moved over a little bit just because I wanted to line up a bit better with the portal. Or I guess it's kind of close, but you can see how far it is. That's the main portal. Mine is going to be over there. And there's no real way to get to it. Now, since GT's portal, Christmas Cliff, and my portal are all at about the same level, I kind of want to make an upper ring area, which will kind of act as like a connector to the main room. And GT had the idea, because we do still have like these pathways here that haven't been really fully fleshed out. This leads to the Blaze Farm, and then I think this leads to Ophir's Jungle Base, which I've never actually seen. And the one other thing that's built is like this staircase here. I didn't really want to get rid of it because I think it's a nice design, and GT did a good job on it, but unfortunately the way to get to his portal, which was this, you know, click that, and then the piston translocators used to work. Don't work anymore. Gotta get rid of that. So, my new idea is to have just a regular staircase going up. And then, GT said he still likes elevators, and it is still possible. So, if we go up to where GT's portal is, I'll just pillar up for now. I think it's over here. Yeah. This is what I mean. Like, this is like literally the only way to get to his portal without actually going through the portal itself. So, this is his portal room, the giant monkey and his banana. And my idea is, over here where his wall is, we're going to kind of get rid of this, and instead... Oops, I got to be careful because he has redstone here. Sorry if I broke anything. There's a bit of orange. I must have broken something. Yeah, so instead of this is going to act as a hallway, and then just around here we're going to have an outer ring or outer donut, which will just be a pathway that'll lead to all of these portal rooms. And then I was thinking, I have to check with GT if I can get rid of this stuff, but... with how this is, I think that was probably there. That looks right. Yeah, I kind of want to have an elevator here for him to go down and connect, and then maybe this will be like a way up and down just with like a regular ladder or something. And it looks like his pathway is over here. So if I were to set up the elevator, it would have to be on this side, probably. Or maybe... because I don't want it in the pathway, I want it a little bit over, probably about like 3 blocks. So if we built the elevator here, it would go right into this room. So it might just be having to move his current elevator down a bit. Although I'd kind of prefer it if I could just like walking down here, walk to the right, go up it kind of thing. I don't know. That is something we will get either Redstone Society or yeah, just Redstone Society. It probably, because you know this is GT's portal elevator. It's only fair. It's only fair. Anyway, I'm gonna go get food, and then first step is digging and laying out the framework for the upper level. And of course, the first step, digging out the outer ring. Perfect. All right, so that's a start. We've gotten the main portion of this place worked out now. I've dug out the ring that goes all the way around the main hub area. The digging isn't done yet. I do want to raise the roof. But we're going to hold off on that for now because there is a chance that gas will spawn, as you heard. So I don't want to dig this out until I'm actually ready to work out the entire design for this place. So we're going to have to wait till after the resource gathering. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting this done in one full episode. You kidding me? I'm going to turn mobs down a bit. There we go. Off is fine. So yeah, I've gone ahead and also framed out the size of this room here. This room is where the portal is that leads to Christmas Cliff. And what I want to do is I want to spend the rest of this episode kind of designing and working out this room. I'm kind of thinking, since it is Christmas Cliff, we're going to go for like a winter wonderland kind of feel. The upper roof area, GT left his open, but I'm going to turn this into the kind of like, it looks like there's ice crystals and stuff falling down the ceiling. To do that, obviously, it's this one. Yeah, tons of packed ice and regular ice. I might have to go and get some more. And then down here, we're gonna kind of just make it all. We're gonna use quartz half slabs. I was thinking snow because you know it's snowy, but there's a chance gas will spawn, and I don't want to deal with that. So we're just gonna use half slabs. And then these pathways here that I've kind of already lined out. This is gonna actually be like frozen water. So I'm going to make it look like there's a little river here that's frozen. Probably design a little bridge going over top of it over here. This stuff in the back corner, I think I'll just make it look like there's snow falling. The walls themselves, I'm going to go with actual snow for the walls. And I want to do like a snowflake design using stained glass or maybe like a Christmas tree, something like that. And then in these corners here, I don't know. I might do some more snow pillars, maybe a Christmas tree. We will put some candy canes, but that'll probably be the last thing we do. And I'm going to do it in a montage, which is why I'm explaining it now. That way I can get this room at least built all at once. And then after I burn through all these resources, I will spend the next little while just going and gathering the rest of what I need for the actual pathway. And we do still have to work out how I want to connect this room to the main room. Funny enough, before I start building, I'll show you guys this. I didn't realize how close it was. This here is the roof of this pathway. So this is literally like, oops, 3 blocks up. Surprisingly. Yeah, it's actually really close, and I wasn't expecting that. So the floor itself is going to be like right here. Like this part here is going to get... I just realized I powered that, and I think that's going down the track. Oops. It's going to be here, so I don't know. I might just maybe continue this upward until it gets to the top. I'm not sure. And maybe move all these portals upward that are like at this level. I don't know. So that's something else I have to work out as well. A little bit of an error there, but it's not so bad. We can work around it. But yeah, let's get to building, shall we? Alright, and here it is, the final product. The Frost Giant descends on Jsocraft. So, the portal room for Christmas Cliff is now finished. Decided to do completely different from what I said I was going to do. And I gotta say, I'm really happy with how it turned out. Instead of going Christmas themed, definitely went more Ice Mountain themed. So here is our big lug of a frost giant with his big old face and scraggly beard. And he ain't too happy. And then I've obviously given him 2 arms. This one, he's reaching for something. It looks really nice. I actually like this one a lot more because you see more of how his hand is. And it doesn't look like a hand at the end, but he's actually wearing kind of like a glove or a mitten is kind of what I was going for, since it's hard to do hands in this game. And I have very limited space. And then on this side over here, he's gripping a giant ice club, which I also like. More like he's buried or stomped his hand down into the ground, which is why there's a giant crater here where the snow has been pushed down. And I went ahead and used quartz for the bottom part here just because it'd be easier to do the layering in the way that I wanted. And it also helps to prevent gas from spawning in here, which was another goal. And then obviously above we have a bunch of ice and snow, and it's kind of hard to tell just because of the color, but if you pay attention to the bone blocks, he actually has horns, and the horns are kind of like frozen and have a bit of ice. This one kind of intersects with the frozen club, unfortunately, but that's a design flaw. It's only because the room is so big. If I made the horns a little bit closer, it might have turned out a little bit better, but really happy with how it looks. It looks really nice. I haven't had any gas spawn in here. I tried to be as consistent as I could. I can't remember if they can use air blocks. I think they can. So realistically, the beard would be the scariest part for where gas would spawn. But all in all, it turned out really nice. I'm very happy with how this looks. The Frost Giant of Jsocraft. Alright, so that's another project down in this giant nether hub. And I was kind of talking with the other guys again. Ofer said that I could kind of do what I wanted, like go crazy with it in the middle room, but I don't want to change it. But I do have an idea for the upper area there. If you come in here, if you look up, it's a giant hole. There's nothing there. I have an idea for what I'm going to do, and I'm going to probably do it off camera because it's going to take a while. It's not just digging. I have other plans. But another thing that I was thinking about, we haven't really done the staircase up to the upper levels. Now, we have this pathway here, and it gets close, but I do still want to have like a middle level. This, I'd prefer if it was like 1 block down, so I might just like level it all, just because that way the floor isn't like, it's really close. It's a little too close for my liking, so I'll have to maneuver that, and then if people add tunnels and stuff, it'll just hopefully conform to that. But one thing I noticed when I was working on this thing, now I've been on this server for coming up to a year now. I haven't even been on for a full year yet, but the nether hub I visited lots, and there's one part of it that I've never noticed. This right here is a window. You can see into the main room from here. Never noticed that until today. Until I started working on this place, I didn't even know that existed. Like, obviously, if you're like looking around, you can kind of see it. And this one you can't tell because of the mushroom. Like, obviously, I know the mushrooms are there. I didn't know you could actually fully see into here. Didn't even realize that. And because I didn't realize it, I kind of want to use it. I want something here so I have a reason to look for it. And since we need a staircase up to the next level, I'm thinking I'm going to adjust this. This, I'm going to make it so that there's 2 staircases. One here and one here. This one here is going to go up to the next level. And then this one here is going to probably go down because we do have a couple portals down here. Ofer's and the skeleton farm portals, like down here. So that's how I'm going to do the stairs there. And I have a bunch of other kind of just things I got to rework. I'm not going to change this wall. If anything, I'm going to copy it. So this part here is instead in this middle. And then it bends over here and over here, leading to 2 staircases. And I think that's going to turn out really nice. But that's going to have to be me just like redoing the walls a little bit. And it's a lot of like grunt work that I am going to do off camera. But that frost giant took us a lot of time to do. And I've run out of time for today's episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. We are going to be doing a bit of work in the nether hub probably for the next, I'd say probably next 2 episodes or so maybe. Unless we do some stuff with other people on the server. But this is a fun new project and it's a server project. So I'm pretty sure people will enjoy it and maybe come help. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye.